We now know that despite the huge and proven benefits of diversity and inclusion, not much progress has been made. In fact, the pandemic has resulted in some significant setbacks, as you've seen from the detailed trends section. Companies have been investing and continue to invest on various diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, or DEI initiatives, for decades now. In 2020, the global market for DEI, that is, the dollars spent by companies on DEI related efforts, was estimated at 7.5 billion and is projected to more than double to 15.4 billion by 2026. But despite this increased investment in advancing DEI, progress is slow. All the benefits of diversity that you've seen so far are significant only when, first, there is diversity in middle and senior management, and second, this diversity is more than a threshold of about 20% at senior and executive levels. And that has not really happened. You have seen many examples of slow progress and even setbacks in progress in the trend section. In an enclosed PDF to this video lesson, you will find additional research on some trends regarding the initiatives that companies have been doing for DEI and if that's really helping or not. In 2022, the World Economic Forum, in collaboration with McKinsey & Company, launched the Global Parity Alliance, or the GPA. The GPA is a cross-industry group of companies taking action to accelerate diversity, equity, and inclusion in the workplace and beyond. This alliance then launched the DEI Lighthouse program to identify the best practices across the board regarding DEI, what works and what does not. The DEI Lighthouse program identified 5 common success factors across DEI initiatives that seem to result in the most significant, scalable, quantifiable, and sustained impact. I have added a 6th factor to this based on psychology research. I will first cover these 6 success factors and then I will go through specific DEI initiatives and explain why some of them may not work, some may have mixed results, and others will work very well. These are the 6 success factors for DEI initiatives. First, nuanced understanding of root causes. Second, meaningful definition of success. Third, accountable and invested business leaders. Fourth, context-sensitive solutions. Fifth, rigorous tracking and course correction. And sixth, creating an emotional impact. First, nuanced understanding of root causes. A complete and in-depth understanding of the real issues is essential. It's easy to get a superficial understanding and respond with knee-jerk policies or attribute motives and blame without really understanding the context of a problem. For example, during and post-pandemic, many organizations enabled remote and hybrid work for employees. Even post-pandemic, many people continued to request this flexibility, and it was predominantly women who wanted this. And many companies agreed. Problem solved, right? No. When it came time to reward and recognize employees or to provide growth and development opportunities, remote and hybrid workers were often not given the same opportunities and not rewarded or recognized fairly. Remote work was a benefit which came with its own penalties. Creating a truly inclusive culture in this case would mean that reward, recognition, and growth opportunities should also not be explicitly or implicitly discriminatory and should depend only on the actual deliverables, outcomes, and achievements, and not on whether someone comes into office and spends face-to-face time with the bosses or not. It's harder for human beings to empathize with colleagues and subordinates if they don't spend face-to-face time with them. So this problem has to be overcome carefully and systematically and may not be easy to solve. Identifying root causes may not always be easy or convenient, but Unless that is done, the real issues will never surface. For this, it's important to involve a cross functional, cross level, and diverse team to brainstorm, discuss, and identify all parameters and ideas. Senior management and human resources may not always be fully aware of the real pain areas. All the actual stakeholders, the diverse groups, should be strongly represented in this cross functional and cross level team. Also, not all identified problems may be of equal magnitude, nor will all solutions have the same impact. So, it is important to carefully weigh each of them and prioritize. Second success factor, meaningful definition of success. It is important to define metrics and success factors carefully so that we can know if the initiative has really been successful and if the underlying issues and problems have really been solved. Every DEI initiative needs to have a proper business case supporting it, including metrics to track and monitor progress, as well as a cost benefit analysis, short and long term. Perceptions and appearances can often be deceptive, so it's important to get quantifiable and accurate data. Again, a cross functional, cross level, diverse team needs to be involved in discussing and deciding this.